We're teaching science at normally at Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, which is students who are up to about 14 years old. So we do explicit units of biology, explicit units of chemistry, and explicit units of physics. And we have a really good scheme of work that includes something called working scientifically. So they have to do lots of hands-on experiments. They have to do the whole, what's my question? How do I answer that using an experiment? Collect my data, do the analysis, draw the graph, and then form the conclusion. So in a year, we will do lots of working scientifically. That's embedded into biology, chemistry, and physics. That's something that's huge, because when students start out, they think of science as something in terms of quality, like what's the best car, or what's the healthiest way to do something. And then we teach them about data, and we teach them about evidence. You can't measure the best car, but you can measure the fastest car, or you can measure the most expensive car, or you can measure the car that carries the number of people. So we're trying to teach them that conceptual understanding of, okay, how do I prove that this is true? How do I get evidence to support my hypothesis? And that is actually a huge thing, because when you're older, whether you're going to be a scientist or a doctor or a lawyer, understanding the role of evidence is a huge thing in everyone's life. How do I know that this is actually true and it's not just my opinion? Someone can say, well, I'm not going to be a scientist, so why do I need to study science? But no matter what you're going to study, you have to know where information comes from. You have to have this basic understanding of evidence. Because we all live in a world today where people are putting out so much information. And nobody can say to you, oh, this is true, this is false. You go on YouTube and you type in, is the world round? And you get 100 videos saying the world is round. And then you type in, is the world flat? And you get 100 videos saying the world is flat. So whether you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, a policeman, you have to have that basic understanding of, well, how do they know this is true? This person is making a claim. How do I know whether to believe them or not? And that's something that will impact them their whole lives, having those very important reasoning skills. Oh, well, did they collect any data? Did they do an experiment? Or are they just making this up? I always say, if you're doing science and it's boring, something is very deeply wrong, because science is the easiest subject to make fun. You have so many opportunities to do hands-on things, to do experiments. We get the chemicals out when we're teaching chemistry. We do things like explosions, and we do like fireworks shows. When we're doing physics, you can get all the electrical equipment out, you can get magnets out, you can do the gravity. There are so many experiments. When we're doing biology, recently we were culturing bacteria, and we were seeing, does different chemicals inhibit their growth? So science is the one subject where there are so many things that you can do, and they are so fun that science just naturally lends itself to being a fun subject.